Hello there, social media land. Getting ready to get everything kicked off in the short. I'm just finishing up on everything I need to do to prepare for the show tonight. It'll be a very interesting show. I think you're going to like it. Well, as a matter of fact, I know you're going to like it. Because I'm going to give you some information that you didn't know. Definitely not is information you didn't know. Yep, tonight's information is I did a lot of research on this. Hello, hey baby. How am I coming in? Okay, because your volume isn't that good. Hold on. I can't, your volume isn't that good. No, it's got to be my phone. When I dialed in, it didn't give me the volume I wanted. Let me dial back in again. So I'm going to hang up and dial back in. I can still hear you. Yep, I can still. Let me dial back in and see what the problem is.
Hello, and welcome to William Murray's series, The Road to...
All right, baby, talk to me.
You will now enter the conference.
Okay. Can you hear me, baby?
Yes, can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, that's a lot better. Okay.
That's better. Okay.
Yeah, that's
I'm
a lot.
gonna mute out because I'm still trying to shred these papers.
Okay. All right. I'll mute you out, too.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I knew something wasn't right. That volume was down real low. Okay, let me do this here. Oh, we're getting ready to get the ball on the show on the road, y'all. Let me go back over here and see what I got. Okay. That's right, that's right, that's right. Okay, that's done. All right. We got about another 90 seconds. That's what I was hearing. I knew I was hearing something. Hello, Maggie. How are you?
Good evening. I just got my pen and my paper in my hand.
Well, you're gonna
ready
need
to go.
You're gonna need it tonight because I'm gonna lay some stuff on you.
All right. Thank you so much. I'm here with everyone. Hello, everyone. Thank you.
Well, I didn't mute everybody out but you. And I'm ready to mute you out now. I'm ready to kick it on the road, so I'm gonna mute you out, Maggie. And you can come on later with your questions. I know you have some questions about what I'm gonna give you tonight, so yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
All right.
Muted. Unmuted.
Hello, successionaires, and welcome to the talk show, The Road to Success. I'm Professor William Murray, your host, and I'm also the president of the Millionaire Mastermind Institute, which is an institute for entrepreneurs and future entrepreneurs. It's here where millionaire mindsets, lifestyles, and businesses are made. I want to thank all of you for tuning in, because tonight's show is going to be kind of interesting. As always, the God in me greets and blesses the God in you. I'm going to topic tonight, I'm kind of excited about, and I wonder how many of us are going to celebrate tomorrow in a manner that's not normal, or that knows that, or have learned that tomorrow is our, when I say our, I mean black people's Independence Day. Juneteenth. So y'all, I'm going to talk about that. That's what the show is going to be about this evening. It's going to be about Juneteenth. Let me start off by doing this, y'all, because this show tonight is going to take a little bit of time. And I'm hoping to get some questions and some conversation. I've done a lot of research, a lot of work to get this information and put it together in a manner where I can give it to you. On January the 1st, 1863, January 1, 1863, Abraham Lincoln issued the Emancipation Proclamation. The Declaration reads, all persons held as slaves within any state or designated part of a state, the people whereof shall then be in rebellion against the United States, shall be then thenceforth and forever free. So he declared all slaves to be free January 1st, 1863. In 1863, U.S. President Abraham Lincoln declared free all slaves residing in territory in rebellion against the federal government. This Emancipation Proclamation actually freed few people. But the proclamation did show Americans and the world that the Civil War was now being fought to end slavery. On April the 9th, General Robert E. Lee surrendered his Confederate troops to the Union's Ulysses S. Grant at Appomattox Courthouse, Virginia, making the beginning of the end of the grinding four-year-long American Civil War. Now, the reason I want to give you that before we got into, I'm going to give you 10 facts. I'm going to give you 10 facts about Juneteenth. 10 facts. And like I always tell you, truth and fact are undefeated. So I'm going to give you 10 facts. But let me tell you about Juneteenth. Juneteenth, also known as Freedom Day, Jubilee Day, Liberation Day, is an American holiday celebrated annually on June 19th, which is tomorrow. And as y'all see, I have on my Juneteenth shirt, so those on social media can see my Juneteenth shirt with the flag for Juneteenth, which is red, black, green, and yellow. Juneteenth, it commemorates June 19th, 1865, when General Gordon Granger read federal orders in Galveston, Texas, that all previously enslaved people in Texas were free. Now, why that's so important, Juneteenth is the oldest national celebrated commemoration of the ending of slavery in the United States. Now, the reason that's important is it's 2.5 months after the Civil War ended, before those in Texas knew that they were free, that the war was over. So June 19th is our black people's Independence Day, June 19th, 1865. Now, I'm going to get into right now the 10 facts about Juneteenth. Following the issue, number one, this is fact one. Following the issuing of the Emancipation Proclamation on January the 1st, 1863, not all enslaved people immediately found freedom. Because they couldn't have found it if they didn't tell them that the war was over and that they're free. The Emancipation Proclamation freed slaves in states then in rebellion against the United States. That means the Confederate down south. Union troops operating in said states gave teeth to the proclamation. This, however, did not apply to the border states. Fact 2. The Civil War ended in the summer of 1865. Union General Gordon Granger and his troops traveled to Galveston, Texas to announce General Order Number 3 on June 19th, 1865. June 19th will go on to be known and celebrated as Juneteenth. General Order Number 3 stated, the people of Texas are informed that in accordance with a proclamation from the Executive of the United States, all slaves are free. This involves an absolute equality of personal rights and rights of property between former master and slaves. And the connection heretofore existing between them becomes that between employer and hired labor. So that means we were no longer slaves. We had to be paid for our work. Now, fact 3. Part of General Order 3 encouraged the newly freed people to remain with their past owners. Now, listen to what I'm telling you. Order Number 3 encouraged the newly freed people to remain with their past owners. The freedmen are advised to remain quietly at their present homes and work for wages. They are informed that they will not be allowed to collect at military posts and that they will not be supported in idleness either there or elsewhere. Otherwise, what they talk about, no, they weren't permitting them to loiter. Fact number 4. The period after Juneteenth is known as scatter. Now, you know what scatter means, right? When someone say, y'all scatter out or scatter. Okay, the period after Juneteenth is known as scatter. Undeterred by the recommendations to remain in place, many former slaves left the area during the original reading. In the following weeks, formerly enslaved people left Texas in great numbers to find family members and make their way in the postbellum United States. They came up more to the northern states. Fact number 5. Juneteenth has been celebrated under many, many names. Freedom Day, Jubilee Day, Cell Liberation Day, Second Independence Day. Now, don't y'all remember that Second Independence Day? I'm going to get into that. And Emancipation Day, to name just a few. Fact number 6. Emancipation Park in Houston, Texas, was bought specifically to celebrate Juneteenth. Now see, the 10-acre parcel, it was 10 acres. The 10-acre parcel of land was purchased by a former slave, Richard Allen, Richard Brock, Jack Yates, and Elias Dibble. And they bought it for $800 in 1872. Now think about how much money that is. Slaves who've been working all these years for no money managed to buy this 10 acres of land for $800. That is a whole lot of money in 1872. But Richard Brock, Richard Allen, Jack Yates, and Elias Dibble bought the 10 acres that was known as Emancipation Park. Now, fact number 7. During the early 20th century, Juneteenth celebrations declined. You hear that now? During the early 20th century, Juneteenth celebration declined. The enactment, here it comes. The enactment of Jim Crow laws dampened the celebration of freedom. In addition, the Great Depression forced many black farming families away from the rural areas and into urban environments to seek work, resulting in difficulty taking the day off to celebrate. Now let me get into this a little bit. I want to get into this a little bit about the Jim Crow era. What the Jim Crow era did, that's where loitering really came in. See, if you didn't have a job, they got you for loitering. See, the Klan, and that's where police forces, the police department forces came from. They were using Jim Crow laws to arrest black people, sentencing them to work the farms as punishment, so that the slave owners, the ex-slave owners, and the plantations would have workers. So if you were out looking for a job and they stopped you and you didn't have a job, they would arrest you for loitering. They'd like to give you 3 to 5 years for loitering. So that means you got to work on this plantation 3 to 5 years without getting paid because you were considered under arrest. Jim Crow law. That's where the penal system come from. And how does that fit today? Think about what I'm telling y'all. How does that fit today? They're stopping black men for any and everything. They put this man in jail. I just saw where they put this gentleman in jail because the officer didn't know who he was. He was getting ready to enter a building he lived in. And the officer arrested him for looking suspicious. Now, what's going on right now, right today, because these farmland, these farmers in the Midwest, because of your president who has sent back all of the Mexicans, the Spanish, who usually pick the fields, they don't have them to pick the fields no more because they sent them back as immigrants. So what they're doing, they're using slave labor, the jail, the penal system. The prisoners are the ones out there picking those fields. Think about what I'm telling you. Slave labor. What do they make? Do they make $16 an hour? I only think they make, 16 cents an hour. I think they make less than 16 cents an hour. Out in that hot sun all day long, picking broccoli, cauliflower, strawberries, corn, cabbage, greens, tomatoes, peaches, plum, all of that. But it's the penal system, the prisoners right now that are doing it because they don't have the Spanish no more, the Mexicans, to pick them because of what your president did when he shipped them all back. And they can't come in because of the immigration laws. That's Jim Crow. It's still active today. It may be under a different name, but it's still Jim Crow. Fact number 8. The celebration of Juneteenth was revived during the Civil Rights Movement. I remember that, y'all. I was out there, and I was in the middle of the Civil Rights Movement. Although I went in the early part, 1960, I didn't come up and start until 1969 when I came from West Virginia to Washington, D.C., and I got right deep into the movement after the death of Martin. The celebration of Juneteenth was revived during the Civil Rights Movement. The Poor People's March planned by Martin Luther King Jr. was purposely scheduled to coincide with the date of June 19th because he wanted to bring the celebration and that day, which is our Independence Day, back before the people for the celebration, the knowledge, and the education of June 19th, which is our Independence Day. March participants took the celebration back to their home states, and soon the holiday was reborn. Fact number 9. Celebrations of Juneteenth continue today. Traditions include public readings of the Emancipation Proclamation, singing of traditional songs, and reading of works by noted African American writers. Celebrations can also take the form of rodeos, street fairs, cookout, family reunions, park parties, historical reenactments, and Miss Juneteenth contest. Now, I want to get a little more into this celebration of Juneteenth. I'm going to get into this. And I'm not going to call you dumb. I'm going to call you unsmart people. All of you unsmart people of color who celebrate Independence Day, July the 4th. Y'all, that's not our Independence Day. That's the 4th of their lie. 4th of July. That's the 4th of their lie. That's their Independence Day. They ain't got a damn thing to do with us. And what do? We celebrate their independence when we were still slaves. We were still slaves then. The 4th of July, their independence, we were still in bondage. And we celebrate that 4th of their lie because we don't realize and understand that's not our Independence Day. Our Independence Day is tomorrow, June 19th, which was declared in 1865. Now, all of you not smart people won't celebrate tomorrow, but y'all celebrate the hell out of 4th of July, 4th of July. Tomorrow, June 19th, we, black people, are not permitted, well, this is a voluntary, not permitted, to purchase or spend $1 tomorrow, unless it's with a black-owned business. That's for our emancipation. That's for our celebration. That's for our independence. June the 19th, you are not permitted to spend $1 with any other race of people other than black people, people who look like you, black entrepreneurs. That's our independence, y'all. Our independence. Not the 4th of July, 4th of July, because that's a lie. They told you. Now, here's what's happening. People are more aware now nationally and worldwide about Juneteenth because this dumbass who had planned to have a rally tomorrow in Tulsa, Oklahoma, which was where they burnt down Black Wall Street. And see, next week, y'all, listen in next Thursday. Next Thursday, I'm gonna do a session, a class on Black Wall Street to show you how brilliant, how well organized, and how well those 35 acres of land were. So next Thursday, which is the 25th of June, I'm gonna do a show on the Tulsa, Oklahoma. It wasn't a riot because that was a murdering. That was a murdering. And they tell me, yeah, they say between 103 people, 300 people were killed. That's bullshit, y'all. It was well over 600. See, that's a lie they done told you. Just like the Million Man March. Oh, it was almost 400,000 people at the Million Man March. I know for a fact, I was one of the organizers. I was there. I know how we counted the people. It was almost 2 million people, but they tell you 400,000. Well, hell, over 1.4 million people that day rode the subway. Over 1.4 million people that day rode the subway for the Million Man March. Not counting the people that were local, like me, who didn't have to ride the subway to get down to the march. So you know it's more than 400,000 people if 1.4 million people rode the subway. See, we've got to learn our history. That's what I'm telling you. See, this is a wake up. See, the one thing I got to give Trump credit for, and he was too dumb to know what he was doing. When he scheduled his rally for tomorrow, and they got in his ear and said, man, you can't do that. You're going to piss off a lot of people, even your constituents, if you do that tomorrow. So he changed it to Saturday, which I think he should have done it for next week. But he changed it to Saturday. Because he was pissing on, spitting on June the 10th, which is June 19th, which is our Emancipation Day. Which is our Independence Day. He was pissing on us, y'all. I don't care how you look at it, how you like it. Fact is fact. I told you, truth and fact are undefeated. But I guarantee you, most of you are going to celebrate the 4th of July instead of June 19th, which is tomorrow. Juneteenth. We have our own flag. Black, red, green, and yellow. And I'm going to tell you about the colors, why that is the color of our independence. Let me give you fact number 10 before I go any further. Fact number 10. 47 states and the District of Columbia recognize Juneteenth as either a state holiday or ceremonial holiday, a day of observance. Now, how many of you didn't know that tomorrow was Juneteenth, was a celebration of our independence, black people's independence? June 19th, 1865. New Hampshire became the latest state to formally recognize Juneteenth. That was in 2019. Now, a couple other states have done it. And I'm sorry, y'all, I didn't get a chance to look all that up, because to put all this together took a little bit of something. Let me give you why our colors for our flag is red, yellow, green, and black. See, then they didn't call it red, they call it crimson, which is now known as red, the color red. Crimson for the blood we shed. And damn, we shed a hell of a lot of blood, enough to have a damn ocean. And black, red, yellow, green, and black are the colors of Juneteenth. Crimson for the blood we shed. See, crimson, red, is a symbol of ingenuity and resilience in bondage. And we were very resilient in bondage. Green is for the land. Green is for the land. Yellow, oh Lord, I love the color yellow, represents a new dawn. We were freed in June 19th, 1865, which gave us a new dawn, a new sunrise, a brand new day, baby, a lifestyle. Freedom. Freedom from slavery, racism, well, no, and bondage, but let's say slavery and bondage. And black, the color black, all y'all know was for the people. So crimson for the blood, green for the land, yellow for a new dawn, and black for the people. Those of you online, y'all can see my shirt. You can see the flag, Juneteenth. For those of you who are on social media, can see that. What I'm saying, after giving you all this, I'm telling you, black people, wake the hell up. The 4th of July ain't got a damn thing to do with us. And the more you learn about your history, the more freedom and free you will be. And stop living the lie of their history. History is 2 words. His story. History. June 19th, 1865 was the beginning of your independence. And I keep saying that, saying that, saying that. And you explain that to your children. So they'll know that their Independence Day is not the 4th of July. I don't give a damn what the white people, the Caucasians, the colonizers tell you. And those of your color who don't know no better, educate them. Let them know that our independence is June 19th. And that should be one of the greatest celebration holidays for us. Now, they're working on making it a national holiday, y'all, Juneteenth. It's going to happen. We fighting like hell to make June 19th a national holiday for us. That's educating everybody. White folks, green folks, people, purple folks, and all folks. Red, black, it don't matter. All people are getting education. And that dumbass Trump didn't know when he did that he was going to piss off a nation and make more people aware of June 19th. He didn't change that day. He didn't change his rally because he wanted to. He changed his route because he knew damn well he had to. Here's something about what's going on with the change, the new normal. And you will get more, and you're going to understand more and more as we go on about this new normal I've been telling y'all about for 2 or 3 years. Not knowing it was going to happen like this. See, y'all, the system has got to change. There's no doubt. And the death of George Floyd is changing the system. Look at already how many laws they put in effect on the police. See, the system is not broken, y'all. The system is not broken. It's working the way it was designed. See, it was designed to work like it is to keep us in bondage. Physically, mentally, and spiritually. So the system's working. The system ain't broke. We've got to change the system. The system to fit us. Change the system to fit us. Everybody. Not just the colonizers. Y'all understand something. Y'all, I'm not anti-white. By no means am I anti-white. I am just very, very, very pro-black. I'm not anti-white. Because see, everybody, your color ain't, everybody, your color ain't your kind. Hello? And everybody, your kind ain't your color. See, our success has got to come with love, trust, and self-unity. Trust, love, and self-unity. Y'all, we've got an education we've got to give our kids. This is part of it. Tomorrow is part of it. If you want what I've been telling you, the presentation of and everything written down, that's where I got this from, Google it. All you got to do is go to Google and put in Juneteenth. Go to Google and put in Juneteenth and sit down and talk with your children. I'm not well, I can't be a racist. I'm black. I can't. It's impossible for me to be a racist. Literally impossible. Because I can't change what white people can change. I don't have the power. I don't own nothing. See, that's what we got to do, y'all. We got to start owning. Don't go get all these degrees and leave the hood. Get your degrees, come back and buy the hood. Buy it. That's where the money is. In the hood, y'all, is where the money is. That's why every nationality that comes over here opens a business in our neighborhood. That's where the money is. That's where people spend their money. That's the people that spend money. The hood is the richest place in the country because it's made many, many, many poor people wealthy. Many, many millions of poor people wealthy because we are consumers and we spend money. Let me do this, y'all. Let me talk to a couple of my sponsors this evening. I'm always going to brag about my sister. I'm always going to brag about my brother and my sister. I just gotta find everything. I got all these documents in front of me. Y'all be surprised how much paperwork I got, how much paper I got in front of me. That's the reason I don't show my table, y'all, but I got so much stuff on the table. Ride and Shine Mobile Car Wash. We welcome you. If you're in South Carolina, in the Myrtle Beach area, which is where I'm going to, my wife and I are going to for our vacation. Oh, we going. That's already planned. If you're in the Myrtle Beach area, contact Ride and Shine, the mobile car wash. They are the car wash company that comes to you. For all listeners, Ride and Shine is offering a 10% off discount. All you got to do is tell them Millionaire Mastermind Institute, and you get a 10% discount. For all listeners, Ride and Shine is offering 10% off when you call to schedule your appointment. Just mention the Millionaire Mastermind Institute, MMI. Contact Ride and Shine at 843-564-8760. That's 843-564-8760. Or you can email them. The email is easy. Ride and Shine Mobile Car Wash. Ride and Shine Mobile Car Wash at gmail.com. Ride and Shine Mobile Car Wash at gmail.com. Because one thing for sure, no one likes to have a dirty ride. And if your car ain't clean, baby, you can't have that gangster lean. Like they say, when your car's clean, somebody's got, if you're the driver and your car's clean, people who want to talk to you got to talk to the passenger side. Because that's where you're closer to, because you got that gangster lean, because your car's clean. Call Ride and Shine Mobile Car Wash, y'all. 843-564-8760. And talk to my brother, Robert Nance. Or just go online, Ride and Shine Mobile Car Wash at gmail.com. Here's what I'm going to do right here, y'all, for a few minutes. Lines are open. Somebody talk to me. *6. *6. Somebody talk to me. *6.
Good evening, Miss Mary.
Yes.
Did I understand you to say that you're going to get into the Black Wall Street on the next
A week from
on the next conference that you have?
No, the next conference is Saturday, and then I got Tuesday. But next Thursday, I got some homework to do to really get everything done. I've already got notes and everything, but I got to put together where I can give it to you. So next Thursday, which is the 25th, we're going to talk about the Black Wall Street. I'm going to give you a lesson on the Black Wall Street and show you how great. And I'm going to also talk about, Tulsa wasn't the only Black Wall Street in America. There's been several, and they burnt every one of them down. Tulsa wasn't the only one.
They weren't the only one. Were there some that took place in other states?
Yeah, other states, other locations. I'm gonna give you all that next week. Tulsa was not the only one. So you got to realize, black people, we communicate. And we travel. And Tulsa was not the only one. But that's the one that got burnt down and got all the movies about. There are others, and I'm gonna have those for you next week, I hope. Well, you can find out really how much we had. Do you realize that they burnt down Tulsa because they were envious and jealous that they didn't even have what we had there? They had no idea. They didn't know. And why they burned it down was a lie. And they looted. Wait a minute. They looted Tulsa before they burned it down. They looted it. Them white folks looted Tulsa before they burned it down. But we'll get into that next week.
Okay, well, I'll cut it off at that because I had read some other things as well, so I'll wait till next week.
Well, you can call and talk to me. You might teach me something, darling. I want you to call and talk to me.
Not trying to teach you anything, but
yes.
I've been reading a little Black Wall Street as well. My son and I have talked about it from time to time, and although I took Black history in school, when I was going to school, I never heard of Black Wall Street until my son told me about it.
Right.
And of course, I started reading some of the encyclopedias that mention Black Wall Street, how the massacre got started and how many people were killed and why it was started. And so, but like I say, I don't want to jump ahead of you. I'll be with you on next week and we'll talk more about it.
Me and you got to talk on the show because I want you to give your information along with what I give. And I appreciate it, Miss Josephine. I really do.
Oh, okay. I'll be on next week, and I'll mention some of the things that I've read.
Okay, and I appreciate it. Because like I say, y'all, if you learn something, teach us. If you know something, tell us. That's powerful when I'm asking you. Because all of us know something that somebody else don't. All of us know something that someone else doesn't know. So thank you, Miss Josephine.
You're welcome, and I'll be on next week.
Okay. Now, Saturday's show, I don't know what it's going to be yet. You know, I'm going to wait and see what happens tomorrow before I get into my Saturday, for me to speak on Saturday. But y'all tell your family about what tomorrow means. Tell your children, your grandchildren, what tomorrow is, how important it is to people of color. Because it's very important to us. And if we don't, because here's the thing now, I'm going to tell you about, we're going to talk about Tulsa next week, but I was listening to a gentleman on the radio who grew up in Tulsa and had never, ever heard of Black Wall Street in Tulsa. Grew up there. Grew up in Tulsa. And they never, ever taught it. Think about that. Grew up there and was never taught it. We'll talk about that next week. Lines are open. Somebody talk to me. Lines are open. Somebody talk to me. Thank you, Miss Nance, for everything you're posting on the site. Appreciate it, my dear. And you know I love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it. Lines are open. Somebody talk to me. Let me give you time to think about it. I laid some stuff on y'all today. And I don't know how y'all took it. You know, but I do also, you know, we have a drive going, so we can be able to keep this show, and the sponsors, you can be a sponsor, and we'll give you a commercial, and this is national. So you can have a commercial on here. Or you can give a donation. 20, 50, 100, 1,000, 10,000. No donation is too small. No donation is too small. You can donate. You can go to the Cash App at $W Murray. Cash App is $W Murray. You can go on PayPal at paypal.me/MM Institute. PayPal.me/MM Institute. We also, y'all, have a GoFundMe page at GoFundMe.com/F as in Frank /W Murray 1. So that's GoFundMe.com/F/W Murray 1. Now, for those of you who have a credit card and say, well, can I put it on the credit card? Yes, you can. Call me here at the Institute at 240-619-2019, and we have Square. which means when you do it on Square, you instantly get a receipt. We can email it to you or text it to you. It's instant when you donate on Square. And for those of you like me, old school, you can go. You can send you can do a check or money order, and go to P.O. Box 47438, District Heights, Maryland 20753. That's P.O. Box 47438, District Heights, Maryland 20753. And give a donation, y'all, because I don't know how valuable this is to you. And I'm asking you and I'm begging you to pass us on to someone. Let them know about this program, about this talk show, The Road to Success. Give them the number. Tell them it's every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 9 o'clock. All you got to do is call in. All you got to do is call in and listen. They can talk. They can talk about their business. Lines are open. Somebody talk to me. Lines are open.
Hey, Brother Mary.
Yes, sir.
Drew here. How are you?
Oh, my brother. You know I'm always doing fantastic, especially when I get a chance to talk with you.
Oh, man. You know, this is a great subject tonight, man. And, you know, it's a beautiful thing, man, to be a sponsor, because number one, you have to give before you get.
That's right.
And so, in order to even be in a position to have my information put out, I had to give. And you know, you deserve every bit, man. But tonight's conversation, Juneteenth. You know, I was looking through some information, and I tell you, the Google search is wonderful.
It is.
When we were talking about 1863 Emancipation Proclamation.
Yes.
And then 1865 before Juneteenth came about, because a lot of slaves did not know about the Emancipation Proclamation.
Right.
Until 1860.
Until June 19th, 1865. You're right.
June 19th. And that's so important, because there is so much history that we don't even think about. And to get to that point when we talk about Jim Crow and how the segregation laws were enforced. I was born in, there are so many situations that unfold, but what got me really interested to a degree, because, you know, when I was in school, man, we had Dick James down at Cluster Spot, man, to learn to read. He ain't nothing but no black history, man. What's significant to me about the year I was born, 1954, I was born in November, but prior to around May of 1954 was the Brown versus Board of Education.
Right.
And that was the law establishing segregated schools where, you know, they said equal equality, but it was to establish the law for racial segregation in public schools.
Yes.
So it was significant to me that in the year that I was born, the colored school and the white school, you know, was, and even with that, in Virginia, I was about 14 years old. Even though that law had passed, I was about 13 or 14 before that law came in effect in Virginia. Because that's when the schools in Virginia, especially I was in about the 5th grade, is when the school was desegregated.
Mm.
So it's a lot that goes on with how things unfold and what it means, because there was other situations that occurred even before the Brown versus
Board of Education.
Brown versus Board of Education.
Yes.
There was another situation before then, and then, you know, when we think about, even if we go back to like the slaves when they were emancipated, a lot of individuals had nowhere to go. So they didn't know what to do. So a lot of them went back to the slave owner because they were programmed so much into condition into the situation that they were in. And to be taken out of that put them in a compromising situation. In other words, fear. And that fear that has been back then has transferred generation to generation to generation to generation. But all individuals fear something to some degree.
But you know, here's the whole thing, Drew. When we were freed, you got to realize we did all the work anyway. They had no idea how to work a field. They had no idea how to shoe a horse. They had no idea how to do things that we were done for free, but now they got to pay for, so we started our businesses. We started businesses. They had to pay us to eat, to cook, to clean. Although it was slave wages. And in order for you to eat now, you had to go in debt. And that's a debt you would never pay off.
We had to break a lot of chains to get there. And I'm not talking about physical chains.
Right.
Physical chains, mental chains. We had to break out of that to transition to where we are today. And we're still working on our road to success. I had to put that in there.
See, what welfare did, welfare took us from entrepreneurship. Integration took us from entrepreneurship to being an employee. See, we figured, oh my God, I can go work with Mr. Charlie now. I had a business, there was a small business, because my people supported me. I'm the only one that they could go to. They couldn't go really to the white man. They came to me, who had a business, whether it's a shoe cobbler, making chairs, fixing chairs, working on cars, doing roofs. We dealt with us. So when integration came, we said, oh my God, I can work for Mr. Charlie. So Mr. Charlie paid us slave labor, because we thought now, oh my God, I've arrived. And when our children grew up to 13, 14, 15, 16, and wanted a job, Mr. Charlie said, oh no, hell no. I told you I'd hire you. I didn't tell you I'd hire your children. And his son, who is young and a teenager, was your boss. I often say integration was one of the worst things that ever happened to us. Because we gave up. See, I don't care about going to a restaurant for you to buy a sandwich at your restaurant. I can go to Big Mama's and buy a sandwich. I can go to Out Sally's and buy a sandwich. You know, I can go to the slaughterhouse that my uncle owns and buy beef, buy pork. Integration took that away from us, because now we figure I done arrived. Instead of saying, y'all buckle down, keep your business and build it into a corporation, into a major entity. Think larger than just pennies. Start thinking dollars in sums of 10, 100, thousands, and then millions. But we didn't think like that. We had arrived, so Mr. Charlie said, "I give you a job." Do you now? Here's the thing. Henry Ford. They considered him crazy as hell when he opened up the Ford plant. And started the assembly line, which he got from George Carver. And he says, "I'll pay y'all $5. Was it $5 a day? $5 an hour? I gotta look it up because I can't remember right now, but it was $5. And they said, "You crazy, man, you can't pay that much to that many people." But he went from making 3 or 4 cars a day to making how many cars a day? And made it affordable for almost anybody to buy a car, all but us. Because they wouldn't let us finance it. And we didn't have that kind of cash. So y'all, we got to keep thinking entrepreneurism. Lines are open, y'all. We got about 2 minutes. Somebody talk to me. Lines are open. You got 2 minutes.
Mr. Murray, this is Belinda. I just want to share, thank you for talking about Juneteenth. I just think it's so important for us to educate people on the reason for Juneteenth. And I just wanted to remind everybody on tomorrow to make sure you guys celebrate this holiday. Definitely share with your family members and tell them about Juneteenth. Never forget your history. As I was listening and reading over and I was Googling just like you, one of the things I noticed is the food that people ate tomorrow. So I'm so excited. I guess I'm going to be cooking this food. And they were talking about the collard greens and the fried chicken and the cornbread. And I was like, oh, yes, I'm cooking that tomorrow. So everybody enjoy your Juneteenth, but just make sure you definitely tell someone else about it. And let's not forget, we must share this from generation to generation.
And to spend your money with a black-owned business. You can do that for a day. And then the following next week, I'm gonna talk about the week that we're gonna not spend $1 anywhere in the country for a whole week, except with the black business. From July 1 to July 7th, y'all, we only spend black. Because if we can spend $67 billion for Christmas with someone that doesn't look like us, $67 billion, with someone that we can take a week and spend money to somebody that looks like us. Thank you, Belinda. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. Yeah, and I'm glad you mentioned Buy Black because that's so important because I don't think we realize the money that we spend and our money is being invested in everybody else. And we realize if we take that 1 week and buy black, then they will see the power that African Americans have when it comes to money because we do spend a lot of our money.
Now, I'm going to tell you what they're doing on, and I'm so proud of them, and I joined both of them. Although there's more than one. There are 2 major groups on Facebook. They're asking for you to put your information for a black-owned business. And it is blowing up. It is blowing up. So go on Facebook and just put in black-owned business and watch what comes up. We have a business in everything that you need in life. Food, hair products, deodorants, cleaning products, car dealerships, real estate companies. We have them. Y'all spend your black dollar because it's your children that we're going to hire. It's you that we're going to hire. Spend that black dollar. It's very, very important that you do that. And as always, I tell you, See, this goes with what I'm telling you about that black dollar. If you push me, I'll pull you. If you pull me, I'll push you. It's not going to matter whether I'm pushing or I'm pulling. Y'all, we will get there together. There's no doubt about it. And you know that I love you. And I love your family. I love everybody. But I love my people. And I love you, and ain't nothing you can do about it. So until next time, y'all, please, y'all, keep working on, keep spending that black dollar, and help us build and grow this black national Wall Street. Until next time, y'all, God bless. And keep working on your road to success. Until next time, y'all, God bless.